Hey friends, so today I am reviewing and testing out this Microbeats Ultrasonic jewelry cleaner. Now I have a lot of jewelry here that is very dirty, and honestly I don't know if it is dirty or tarnished. It has been a while and we are going to see. So this one is one I wear all the time, so I'm sure it has a lot of dirt on it without knowing it. And then these are two that I'm not sure about. Now, I know that these won't clean something that's tarnished, and these look tarnished, but I've actually cleaned jewelry before that came clean that I didn't expect it to. And then I also have this charm bracelet from many, many years ago that I'm going to check out and see what it can do. So I love this ring too. So the first thing we're going to do is add some distilled water, and then we are going to... Right, now you can buy special jewelry cleaner for this, but I am opting to see how it works without that jewelry cleaner. So we're going to add some distilled water, and then we are going to add just a little bit, just a drop of just regular old dish soap. Okay, and this is what I have read does the trick. So we have all of our buttons in front. You can see right here it is plugged into the wall, and we are just going to start it and see what happens. Now the water's going to agitate. I'm not going to put any jewelry in it first. Okay, so right away we can see that it is vibrating very, very fast. And we have a few options on here that we can do. We can do all the way up to 480, so 180 to 480. Let's see. Okay, so we are going to agitate it quite a bit. And I am just going to dip this in here and see what happens. Okay, I don't know if you can see that well in the video, but there's definitely, let's do a good before and after. Here we go. Wow. You can see only half of it has been cleaned right now, but half of it is much lighter than the other half. So let's see if we can get the whole thing cleaned off. It's cleaning it. Right, so you can see happening. Where did it go? Oh. So you can see it is just getting cleaner and cleaner. Let's compare it to one of the other ones. All right, let's just let it sit in there for a minute. Jewelry. So you can see it's gyrating and it's moving it around, so it just has really super quick particles. And it's just moving the water around and making it move really, really quick. Okay, now this is another ring. While this one's going, I'm just going to throw it in there. Now this is a ring I wear all the time. It doesn't really look dirty to me, but we're going to test it out and see what happens. Add just a little bit more water. So we can add the lid on here if we want to. Maybe if it just needs a little bit longer time in there, and you just don't want any dust and stuff getting in there. So there's a couple reasons why you might want to need the lid in there. Okay, so you can definitely see this has got a lot cleaner. All the petals of the rose look a lot better. And we have got a little bit more off of this, but you can see that this is definitely more tarnished. But you can see just overall, it's just a little bit less shiny. Okay, a little bit more shiny. Yeah, it just looks a little bit less. You can tell there's just some grime on it, and we just definitely need to use some polish. But that has made a big difference, and that will make it a lot easier to do. We are going to try a coin now. Here we've got a quarter here, and we are going to try this one first, and then we'll get a dirtier coin and see what ends up happening. Now, a lot of people use this for jewelry or car parts, gun parts is also another really big thing. And so this doesn't just have to be for jewelry. It can be for a lot of different uses. And really how long you leave it in here for just depends on how dirty the item is. You can use types of cleaners like Simple Green, I hear a lot of people talk about. Whoops. We'll just use this. It's fine. You can see this is definitely shinier. What a difference. You can even see the light is glinting off of it, whereas it definitely was not before. Okay, we're going to try one more dirty coin here. Now this is a penny. No glinting off there. Okay.
A little bit more chlorine's coming.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you can see, there is definitely right there. If you look at it, you can see there is definitely some cleaning going on there.
And it's getting thicker.
Now, can you use this if you have like little parts in your jewelry? Please don't. Absolutely. So you don't want it to rest right on the bottom of it because you don't want it to gyrate any of like the little parts loose. Like this is not real diamonds, but if it were, you wouldn't want it to jar all these loose. So you can put it like in a little baggie, and that way it's not touching the bottom of the cleaner, like exactly touching the bottom of it. Okay, and then we will flip this over. Oh, you could see, I don't know if you could see that, but there was lots of stuff coming up in the water right there. You can see there's a lot of grime on this side, right here. Lots of grime right there. So this one might take a little bit longer to get clean. You can definitely see that there is some loose grime and stuff in the water. This bracelet over here, you can see again, it's not taking the tarnish off, but it is just loosening up a lot of like the surface level dirt. This is something I used to wear a lot, so definitely has a lot of sweat and dirt just from being on my wrist. I've added a few more pieces of jewelry. I wanted to flip the camera around and get a really good close-up of how the water is agitating. And if you look over here, look at all that dirt. I just want to hold the camera really still. Can you see? Look at all those particles of dirt in there. That is all coming off of the jewelry. So I have done 2 cycles right now. You can see from the beginning of the video how brown this was. And you can also see, you do want the items in the middle. You can see how much more they gyrate and vibrate. You can see how these things are moving versus out here on the edge. So I definitely recommend keeping it here in the middle. You can see this penny, this was our original penny, how much cleaner it is. And just how much more this looks like silver. And there is our guitar that we showed off. So this side is obviously a lot more tarnished, but look at that side. That is a huge difference. All right, so again, this is just using my own solution. And now that second cycle has ended, you can see the water is super duper cloudy. And now that there is no vibration, you can see the particles right there in there. All right, so these are my results. 2 cycles with a little bit of old, dirty jewelry.